learners, welcome to class. Today we are going to see the concept of production function, isn't it? What is a production function? It is a process, it's creation of value, and it is a process in which the physical input will be transferred into a physical output. And in this we are going to see what are the factors of production. Yes, fixed factor and variable factors. And what are the types of production function, short run and long run. And then we are going to see what is the total physical product and what is the marginal physical product and what is the average product. Let's see now. Let's see with the first one, meaning of production function. What is a production function? It is the functional relationship between physical input and output. And it can be expressed Q is equal to function of land, labor, capital, organization. What is it Q? Q is nothing but output. Okay, which are the inputs we are going to use it? The land, labor, capital and organization, we are calling it as an inputs. See, for example, just take an example of shoe. To manufacture shoe, it's an output, isn't it? That is a Q. What are the various inputs we need? We need the inputs like leather, the nails, land, labor, capital and services of enterprises, we are calling it as an inputs. So that's why what is a production function? It is the functional relationship between physical inputs and outputs. Let's move on to the next one, factors of production. The factors of production we divide into two, variable factors and fixed factors. What is meant by variable factors? Is nothing but the factors that can be changed in the short run. Give me some example of the variable factor. We can give an example of labor. Yes, and we can give an example of power, fuel, whatever may be. Now, then what is a fixed factor? That is nothing but the factors that cannot be changed in the short run. Okay, we are calling it as a fixed factors. Okay, now when we talk about the variable factors, the factors that cannot be changed in the short run, I gave you with an example of raw materials, casual labor, power, fuel, etc. Okay, then what are the variable factors which vary directly with the level of output? Yes, see for example, when output increases, the requirement of variable factors also will be increases and vice versa. Yes, and so it must be noted everyone, variable factors are not required in case of zero output. Yes, now coming back to fixed factors, the factors is nothing but that cannot be changed in the short run. We are calling it as a fixed factor. Example of fixed factors are plant, machinery, buildings, land, etc. Okay. So, in the quantity of fixed factor remain same in the short run. Yes, irrespective of whatever may be the level of output. See, for example, they do not change. Okay, whether the level of output rises, falls or becomes zero. So, we are calling it as a fixed factor. So, these are the differences between variable factors and fixed factors. Now, let's move on to a short run and long run. What is meant by short run? That is nothing but which refers to a period in which the output can be changed by changing only variable factors. Already we have discussed what is a variable factors. I gave you with an example of variable factors like casual labor, fuel, materials, etc. So, if you want to change any output, we can change only the variable factors alone. Okay, we cannot change the fixed inputs like plant, machinery, buildings, etc. Okay, so we are calling it as a short run. Now, I will give you with another example. Suppose if a producer wants to increase an output in the short run. Okay, its objective can be achieved only by using more of raw material and increasing the number of workers. Okay, with the existing factory, buildings, plant and equipment. One cannot immediately expand the factory building and install additional plant and equipment. So, in the short run, some factors are fixed. Okay, so some are variable and the fixed factors cannot be changed during such a short span of time. So, we are calling it as a short run. Now, coming back to long run, that is nothing but long run which refers to a period in which output can be changed by changing all factors of production. Okay, so in a long run, it's a period that is long enough for a firm to adjust all the inputs according to the changes in the condition. So in the long run, firms can change its factory size and they can switch to a new techniques of production and they can go for a purchase of new machinery, etc. So in the long run, that is nothing but we can change it, that we can change the output by changing all the factors of production. So we are calling it as a long run. So these are the difference between short run and long run. Let's move on to the next one. Types of production function. There are two types of production function. One, short run production function, and second one, long run production function. Okay, now let's start with the first one, short run production function. Short run production function that deals with an effect on output, yes, due to the change in the variable factors. And in this short run, I have said you already, fixed factors are kept constant. Okay, and in this, the law of variable proportion, that is, the law of return to a factors, explain the short run production function. Yes, now, long run production function, it deals with the effect on output due to change in all the factors of production. So, all the factors are variable in the long run. And the law of return to scale, which explains the long run production function. Let's start with the total physical product. Yes, TPP, or we'll be calling it as a total product. Yes, the next one, marginal physical product, MPP or MP, that is marginal product. Next one, average physical product, that is APP, or we'll be calling it as an average product. Now, let's start with the total physical product, that is total product. What is meant by total product? That is nothing but total product which refers to the total quantity of goods, yes, which are produced by a firm, okay, during a given period of a time and a given number of inputs. Yes, we are calling it as a total physical product. So, what is a total product? It's nothing but the total quantity of goods which are produced by a firm during a given period of a time, yes, with a given number of inputs. See, for example, if 10 laborers produce 60 kg of rice, then tell me what will be the total product? Yes, the total product is 60 kg. Yes, so in the short run, the firm can expand TP, yes, that is total product, by increasing only the variable factors. Yes, however, in the long run, TP can be raised by increasing both fixed as well as the variable factor. Yes, so TPN, which is equals to MP1 plus MP2 plus MP3 and number of terms. Okay, now number of units. Now marginal physical product, that is, we'll be calling it as a marginal product. What is a marginal product? That is nothing but which refers to an addition to a total product when one more unit of variable factors are employed. Yes, see, go with an example of the same example. If 10 labor make 60 kg of rice, then tell me the 11 labor will make 67 kg of rice. Then MP of 11th labor will be, yes, that is your additional to your total product. So MPN is equals to TPN minus TPN minus 1. Yes, now average physical product, APP or AP, average product which is equals to total product by units of variable factor. Okay, now what is average product? That is nothing but which refers to an output per unit of variable inputs. Okay, go with the example. If total product TP is 10 kg of rice produced by 10 labor, okay, so the variable inputs, then average product will be 60 divided by 10, which is equals to 6 kg. Yes, so average product which is equals to total products by units of variable factor. Yes, that is nothing but that is TP which is equals to AP into units of variable factors. So these are the things which we have discussed. What is the total physical product, marginal physical product and average physical product. Let us quickly recall what we studied in the session. First, we have discussed about what is production. Second, we have discussed about what is a production function. And then we have discussed about what are the factors of production, that is fixed factors and variable factors. And then we have discussed about types of production functions, short run and long run, and what is total physical product, marginal physical product, and average physical product. Thank you.